Hey everyone, and welcome. I am going to be showing you guys my cheap accommodation hacks. So this is going to be a 7-video example of where I go to find cheap accommodation or even free accommodation. So a quick overview. The websites for inexpensive accommodation are going to be Airbnb, Hostelworld, and Booking.com. And those would be the first 3 videos, and the last 4 are going to be websites for free accommodation. This is going to be Couchsurfing, Workaway, HelpX, and Mind My House. Okay, so I'm going to take you through step by step on how to use the websites, but also some pointers you might want to know about kind of what you're getting with each website and the accommodation you're going to be getting as well. So let's go into the Airbnb. So you guys have probably heard of Airbnb before. It's pretty great. For those of you who haven't, or who still kind of have heard of it but haven't searched anything on it. So what it is it's local people, so local hosts that rent out their houses, rooms, or share a room with travelers. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to say that we're going to Barcelona, Spain for about 14 days. So from check-in on the 1st and out the 14th. And one thing it's going to prompt you to do when you first use this is it wants you to have an account with them. So I've already done my account, so I'm already logged in. So after you say where you want to go and for how long, it's going to come up with this page. It's going to go over a review of the dates that you chose and how many guests. So the room type here is going over if you want an entire home or an apartment, if you want to rent out a private room, or a shared room. So keep in mind the entire home or apartment is for people who are out of town traveling or have a vacation home or a second house that they rent out when they're not using it. A private room is within someone's house. So this is if they just have an extra room in their house and they're just renting it out. A shared room typically may be an extra bed in the room of the host, or it also means maybe it's a studio apartment, you're sleeping on a couch or something like that. So the options that we have for the filters, you got your price range. This will tell you the average. One thing that I find really neat about Airbnb is that it gives you the option to choose what neighborhood you want to go into. So if you have a specific neighborhood that you want to be nearby, if you're doing it for a conference, for work, or if you have a certain site that you want to see, then this is going to be really helpful to figure out where you want to be. And then also here the size. This is usually, I only use this if I want to rent out the whole apartment. So this is just saying how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, and how many beds you need for your visit. And then down here are the amenities. So just kind of things that you need. So like wireless internet would be a good one. Some places don't have them. And then if you want an apartment, house, bed and breakfast, and so on, you guys can look at those. And then the host language. So this is going to be kind of important so you can communicate with your host. Most people who are on here do speak English. English is universal, or they speak a little bit. And if you can't communicate, there's a lovely app. Sorry about that. There's a lovely app called Google Translate that does wonderful at communicating. One thing I do want to note, so you can see here over on the right-hand side, there's a map, which is awesome. So if you have a certain site that you want to see, like let's say you want to go here, it'll show you the closest places to that area. Also on this map it does show you the public transportation as well. These little blue guys are the trains, the underground trains. Oh sorry, those are not, those are the buses. The underground trains are the M for the metro, which is wonderful. And then those are the stops for each metro. So you can kind of, if you want to stay close to the metro so you can get around town pretty easily, then you can kind of choose a spot based off of that. One thing you guys can see is that next to the price, there's this little lightning bolt. Okay, so one thing with Airbnb, because it is a local host, they have to approve your reservation requests before you can actually secure your spot and stay with them. So this can be an issue because some people don't reply to you on time. Let's say you're doing a last-minute booking and they don't reply to you. That doesn't mean you have the reservation once you make it. You have to make sure that they send you a confirmation saying that they approve those dates. and the time and then stuff like that. But with these lightning bolts on here, what that is that's an instant book. So that means that you can instantly book and not have to wait for a reply from the host. So that means that your reservation is secure once you get through the Airbnb process. Okay, so we're going to go on that. So here is a really cool setup of what's available for the dates we chose. So you can see when I hover over here on the map, it lights up gray. Also, you can do a quick preview. You can look at the pictures this way and stuff like that. He's got a punching bag. That's pretty neat. But yeah, so you can kind of see here. Excellent room, great location, and you can see that the better the location and the better the place, of course, the more expensive it's going to be. One tip also I will give women travelers: be careful with staying with a man. One thing that I would recommend if you are, well, really anyone, check the reviews. Okay, so what you do, let's say you like this room and you need to check the reviews. This will tell you kind of how the host is. So we can go through, you go to the bottom and translate to English, because it looks like a lot of them are Spanish. And it says, you know, if it looks like the pictures, how the host was, and so on. This is a great way to kind of get an insight of where you're staying. Also, once you click here, you can see on the right hand side, it actually estimates everything for you. So for 13 nights at the rate of $47 a night, it will be this. And then here are the fees. Okay, so each host will charge different fees. Usually there's a cleaning fee depending on the host, and then also a service fee. The service fee is universal. I believe this is probably how Airbnb makes their money. But from there, we'll just say $703, and then what you'll do is you'll request a book, and then it'll go through the payment page and stuff like that, and then you'll get an email from the host. So it's pretty simple. The checkout stage is really simple, so I'm not going to go through anything with you. If you do like this but you still want to look at other things or other places, but you're like, you know what, this is awesome, I want to bookmark this, what you can do is just hit save to wish list, and then you can make a wish list on your account for vacation places, dream homes, and you just add it there. You just click that and then it adds it. Or you can create your own wish list. And then it saves, so then you can go and search your wish list as well. So it's pretty neat. I really do like Airbnb. One thing I would say, it depends on the kind of vacation that you want. So since you are staying with local hosts, some are present and some are actually really neat. So you actually get to know the insights of the culture and places to go and get some ideas, and you also have a friend. Just kind of a different kind of traveling, what you want to do. But it's really nice. So this is Airbnb for you guys. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and email me, and then we'll go ahead and get on to the next video.